When the schools closed back in March of 2020, it was important for us to stay available to families because they all sought out Head Start for a reason, whether that's learning delays or poverty or some other challenges, and we knew that the pandemic was just going to amplify those things. We started building a work plan that really just reinvented the way we did our work. We looked at safety measures for essential workers that had to keep working, and we looked at a work at home plan for employees that would need to support families virtually. We knew that there would be ways the pandemic was impacting families that we wouldn't be able to anticipate because, of course, only somebody living an experience knows exactly what they need to move through it. The first thing that we did was we just started calling families and hearing from them and asking them what kind of support can we provide in this moment and what challenges are you and your family facing because of the pandemic. And out of that, we just had this wealth of calls for food, diapers, essential needs. So we knew right away that we had to change our business a little bit. And we had to go from really focusing on the learning to really meeting those basic needs first, which is something that we've always done, but it was just intensified through this process. We did find that children and families needed even more activities to do at home. It was a common thing that we heard was that we just are running out of things to do with our kids. So we had volunteers delivering preschool toolkits, things like coloring books and crayons and scissors and glue, things that parents could use to keep their children creative during lockdown. One of the other needs that we discovered was that some families didn't even have access to technology in order to be able to continue, say, speech therapy with their child through a virtual medium. Thanks to donations and donors, we were able to quickly distribute a whole set of iPads on loan to families that didn't have the access to technology. And what was so important to us about that wasn't just that they would be able to participate in virtual learning, but that now while these families are stuck in their home, they're going to have that lifeline to the outside world to talk to their family. So by the end of June, we had done more than 22,000 virtual sessions with children and their families. And that was in addition to the take-home activities and the school supplies that we dropped off so that they could learn in the home. We also received funding from the United Way. There's a COVID-19 emergency community support grant that was funded by the Government of Canada. Infant mental health is one of our priorities at ABC Head Start, so this grant was really important for us because it allowed us to focus in on that, what are the social and emotional needs that kids are experiencing coming out of a long time at home, and how do we do that this summer with the safety measures that are in place. We heard from lots of parents that they were worried, my child's been so anxious and I don't know how it's going to go when we try to introduce them back to group learning. But we found on that first day, as soon as we opened the door, the kids just ran right in like it was a breath of fresh air. So that was really exciting to see. Our classrooms are currently operating in person, which is really exciting under the Alberta Health Guidelines. We have cohorts that stick together to keep everybody safe. We do have a high adult to child ratio this year. We've really downsized the toys and the activities that are available in the room so that those can be frequently rotated out, cleaned, quarantined, whatever we need to do to keep everything safe. We also have a virtual team that's available for children who are on an isolation order, or if anything else comes up that keeps people from attending in person. Our family engagement team is also planning and organizing sessions for families just to help them continue working through coping strategies and whatever other challenges might come up due to the pandemic. Moving forward, it's really important to us to just keep enrolling kids and doing our best to help families bounce back. What I've been really proud of is how quickly and effectively we've been able to adapt. Rather than being change averse, everyone's been really ready and willing to take what's being thrown at us and consider what's the best thing for the community and how do we make that happen. We got so many amazing comments from families saying that this teacher called me every day and I knew that I had that support in my life. People saying, you know, I didn't have time to do all of the virtual learning, but my educator made me feel supported and they understood that we had a lot going on, so they were really just there the way that I needed them to be. It was, you know, a difficult year for sure, but really uplifting to see the way that all of our ABC employees were able to rise to the occasion and put relationships first with the families.